Meowdy Nyans, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Friday. Woo! Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day today. I woke up at 1 p.m. Don't ask questions. Don't ask why. Don't worry about it. Truly staying up until degen hours. Alright. I opened the game already, so let's just crack right into it. Bam. There we go. Gotta check. So, you know how last stream we had a bunch of issues. And I think I fixed it. I hope I fixed it. I have arms and hands again. So that's good. Hello, chat. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Let's see here. I think we're gonna go with Peachy Tia today. I should get Peachy Tia the maid outfit. Hands and bracelets. They are my maid outfit wrist thingies. They're like wristlets. They wiggle when I wave. My wristlets. Not quite bracelets. I know they look really loose. It's because that's just how the model is, I guess. Okay. Let's see here. Casing the castrum. Speak with Portelaine at the observatorium. I need to be reminded. Ystola states that before a rescue plan can be devised, the Scions must first gather intelligence on the stronghold of Castrum Sentry. With this in mind, she suggests traveling to the observatorium in Coerthus and there petitioning Lord Portelaine for aid. You guys remember where we were in the MSQ? Because I don't. I don't remember a lot. We only have Bard. This is so weird. Oh yeah, my adventurer plate. Gonna grab my controller now. Oh, I did kind of do it. KittyCatPeachPlays on Twitch and YouTube, yeah. Okay, so I did do it. Interesting. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I guess we're speaking with Portelaine at the observatorium. Where is the nearest? I guess this is the nearest aetheryte. Oh right, I can't fly. I was so ready to fly just now. I'm already lost. How come it's not? What the? That's as zoomed in as it gets? Oh no, it thinks I'm pressing the trigger. Can't zoom into the map, so I have to go off the mini-map. There he is. Ah, Peachy, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola, but of course, Lord Drillmont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Oh no. My glam. Oh, a cutscene. Castrum Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Ellison man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru! If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corinthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. That's Biggs and Wedge. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Peachy, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you would best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Yes. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Nice, nice. Uh-oh. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I can hear you sneezing, Father. Gesundheit. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. It's a baby! Hello, baby, it's Toffee! Hi, Toffee! Hello, little baby! Are you gonna take a nap? Oh, my model is freaking out. Oh, hello, Fen! Hi! Me too, for a bit. Oh, hello, Lou! My partners are here! Yay! Yippee! That was not planned, I promise, LOL. Nice. Oh, yay, the alert worked. Rame or Lou subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 2 months. Yippee! Thank you for the subscription, Yan. Oh, thank you. I can't resub until Homestuck Day, apparently. What is Homestuck Day? I mean, I know what Homestuck is, but is there a specific day for Homestuck? April 13th. I see. April 13th. That's not too far from now. Oh no, I think I might have gotten the hiccups. Oh god. I forget why, unfortunately. That's okay. I steal your hiccups. Oh! Yay, the redeem alert worked too. Fix the hiccups. Drink. Okay, my model's gonna go crazy. Toffee was staring at me. Thank you for the drink! I am downloading more Sims CC while I watch stream and listen to Adventure Club. What is Adventure Club? It sounds like a podcast. Sorry, I had a scratch on my chin. It's a music duo. I think at least they're a duo. Oh, cool. That's nice. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ridatin, you depart for Castrum Oxidans. Oxidans? Is it like occupation? Oxidans at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this is your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I've given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Aww. Yes, my lord. Oh, he must not be Garlean. My quarters. 1 hour. Ooh! Steamy. There it is, the Ultima weapon. Wow. Alright. Unable to apply glamour plates. Sad. I bet you these pants are gonna be good. Nope. Alright, sweet. Eyes on the Empire. Lord Portelaine would like to aid in your search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Reconnoiter? Reconnoiter Garlean activity? What does reconnoiter mean? Like reconnaissance? Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Desmile Darkhold, situated to the west. Oh, search. Okay. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, it's like right over there. Reminds me of Skyrim. You stand before the Desmile Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Letter to Briselt. A letter from Lord Portelaine, so you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Orem Vale. Oh no. Situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Piermon. He should be able to assist you. We have to do the Orem Vale. Orem Vale is an MSQ dungeon? I totally forgot. Damn. I agree, LOL. It does look like Skyrim a little. Peachy Tia, put clothes on. Dravania is cold. Well, if I could, I would. If I could see. Unable to apply glamour plates here. If I could, I would, but I'm just cold for now. I don't know why I dressed like this. LMAO. Ha ha ha. Yes. Oh god. Oh, the sky's pretty. All the mud puppies. And snow wolves. Damn. The Imperial airship? Aye, I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. None of these are good, so I'll take the gold piece. Footprints in the snow. Oh, my eyes are blurry. It's probably because I just took my anxiety meds. It says it can cause, like, blurry vision. So it's a little hard to read. I might have to lean forward. Let's get resituated here. Okay. It's hot. It's hot today. Sweaty. Sir Pierremont wants to share with you what he knows about the 2 fugitives. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. It's like blocked off. Is this a jail? Oh, look at the little footprints. They're so little, such baby footprints. Oh, there's another one over there. Little baby footprints. I give Peachy a jacket. Thank you. It would be much appreciated. No enemy. Sure takes a long time to look at these footprints. I don't remember this quest. Oh, that's my footprint. I was like, whose big footprint is that? My Peloton. Wedge? Where's Biggs? Brr, so cold. I wanna go home. Hi, Wedge. Ah! Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Ah! Peachy, it's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garlands were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? We found Wedge, but not Biggs. Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? No. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's already taken care of him. Oh, he's always taken care of him. Sid. I am a Sid hater. I am sorry. What? Why do you hate Sid? What did Sid do to you? I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. Both Yida and Y'shtola with both Yida and Y'shtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope. Was that Master Garland you spoke with? Didn't they already crash an airship? And now they got in another crash? Dude. They are not lucky. Sniff. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Peachy. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Oh, sleepy. The kitties are sleeping. I would also like to sleep. Feeling tired. Where do we go now? I don't even remember anymore, lol. How do you forget why you hate a person? Dude, I wish I had that power. Sleepy. Falling asleep. Doing the MSQ is just kind of relaxing, I guess. Okay, wake up, Peachy. Wake up. I wake you up. Thank you. I'm currently Ah! Oh god. Oh! Oh, that was a loud noise and it woke me up. Thank you for the head pats. Yay! Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I was looking elsewhere and the sound played and it was loud. So I got surprised. LOL, it worked, yeah. Yes. Okay. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Wedge. Oh? It would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. She's so tall and I'm so short. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. I think I gave her a man's voice at first. Sorry about that. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I'd like to rest. Oh boy. We can just sit here. Ah. Sitting by the fire. Are you getting warm, chat? Is it nice? The calm, soft crackling of the fire. Good company that you feel safe with. It's so relaxing. I'm so sleepy. This is really bad. I'm comfy. You sound so sleepy. Yeah. I think usually after lunch I take a little nap, but there was no time today. I had to get ready for stream. Monumental hopes. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. Companion, you say? Too busy watching Muse Dash and Wizard 101. This is true. I was in Discord with Lou and Fen and Lou, and I was watching them all play games. It was good. I had fun. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Peachy, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. See something, say something. Me too, aww. JC Facey! Hello! Welcome to stream! Welcome, welcome! How's it going? I'll give you a wave, or try to. If this thing decides to work. There we go. JC Facey! Yo, good! That's good. I'm glad. How are you? It's my birthday. It's your birthday today. Screw how I am. No, I'm doing fine. Let's all sing happy birthday to JC Facey. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear JC. Happy birthday to you. Yay! OMG, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. Aw, beautiful. Aw, how's your birthday going? I hope it's good. Did you get cake and presents or anything? A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap you elected to pass us by. Cookies! And my mom Venmo'd me 50 bucks. Can't complain. LOL. Wow. Congratulations. Aw, round of applause for JC Facey. Happy birthday. I would ask how old you are now if it wouldn't be rude. But I feel like it would be rude, so I'm not gonna ask. To the south. Oh, now it wants to zoom in. Let's go around the tower. Looks like a cave to me. Level 48 plasmoid. Uh-oh, looks like there's gonna be enemies. Yay! Haha, it's not rude to me. I'm 33 going on 90. Basically in the grave. 33 is not that old. Basically in the grave. Nah, you just stepped out of the cradle. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. You just came out of the cradle and you're doing just fine. LOL. Yes. Surveying. Searching. Oh god. I can't do AoEs because there's plasmoids everywhere. Oh god. Okay. Dead. What now? Report to Wedge. There's no cave or... No. Not me saying there's no cave here. Clearly this is a cave. I was gonna say there's no Biggs here. Biggs is nowhere to be seen. My mage's ballad. It ended. Wedge. Peachy, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Notorious Biggs. Looks like we get reunited based on the picture. Wedge is determined to find Biggs. We can't give up, Peachy. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Why don't you ask them? Why has it gotta be me? Because you're still warming up from the cold? It's a lame excuse, Wedge. Nope, nobody here. Aha. Ignace. Ha 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 ha. There is a rapper, Notorious B.I.G. Okay. I was wondering about that. I was thinking it might be a rapper, but I wasn't sure. Wasn't really sure. Oh, that's right, LOL. Yeah. I totally forgot. Make this a man look like a man. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Now you tell me? You can fall off the stairs. Ow. It's fine. We're fine. There's Danifin Pass. Is PTT different than the character I've seen you play before? Yeah! Yeah, PTT is my new MSQ character. I'm going through the MSQ one more time, the main story quests. Oh god, no. Is it after me? Okay, no, we're good. Invulnerable. What? It should go away, shouldn't it? Okay. So you see, Y'shtola has like a duty. Okay, I thought so. Those Daisy Dukes were throwing me off. How many more comments will I get on PTT's appearance? PTT does look a lot like Roga because Roga also has pink hair and green eyes. But they have a different hairstyle and different names. And PTT is shorter, I believe. Okay, let's talk to Y'shtola. Here we go. I can see how you would be confused. Our orders are to take you back dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Peachy, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. Oh, Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. Yes, mistress. I mean... Yes, mommy. I mean... Yes, Y'shtola. He's not alone. Kill them all. Here we go. Which one of you is the healer? How did you know where to find me? Hold your ground, reinforcements are coming. The more the merrier, I'll pound you all into the umbral something. Less provoking, more pummeling if you would be so kind. I should kill the other ones, huh? Oh god. Something's happening over there. Oh, there's another one. the last one. Oh no, I'm paralyzed. He fucking home ganged me, didn't he? I can't move. Dead. Ah, duty complete. Thank goodness. Phew. Phew. We like to have fun here. Almost ready to open The Sims 5 billion hours later. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that took a long time. You started doing that like when I woke up. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. I know of a tower. I know where Wedge is. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Yida and I shall bear him there with all haste. LOL, yeah. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. More than are conducive to merriment. Wait. Ack, how many of them are there? This is the last of them. More than are conducive to merriment. Next time, Yida, have a care what you wish for. Oh, because Yida said the more the merrier. Peachy, stay close to Biggs. Oh, I missed that. I was scratching my shoulder, but it thinks I have my right arm up. I was scratching my right shoulder, but the right arm was activated. Vanguards, destroy them. I see. Here we go. On the road again. I don't wanna be on the road again. Ishgardian Pilgrim. Pure energy. Oop. I made the pure energy mad. Sanctuary? Am I able to change my glam? Nope. Not yet. Aw, he's crying. That's kinda cute. I cannot thank you enough, Peachy, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Aww. Well, yes, it's just, I didn't think, sniff, I didn't think I'd ever see him again, sob. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Peachy. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. It's Sid! Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you! It's really you! In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh, sniff. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with an area warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not amiss in horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together. A cell? Together? What did you do in the cell? I'm sorry, he's a Lalafell. I shouldn't be making porn jokes. Detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we had heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs's, That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. That's cute. Peachy, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. I'm back! Where did you go? What were you doing? Welcome back? I was coding, LMAO. Oh! Good job coding. Getting that work done. Good job. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Okay. Whoa, big man. Biggs. You know why they call him Biggs, don't ya? You know, if the rest of his body is this big anyway. Anyway, Sid. Come into my Excuse me? Come? Into where? Come into my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Minfilia and the other scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Bro. I'm telling you, bro, that's the name of the quest. I didn't make this shit up. That's just how it is. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. It is as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. My first time going to Mordona, I think. Yeah, we're unattuned. He said the road leading east. That's Thanalan, and this is Coerthas. East and then south. Oh, there, Mordona. Okay. I sure wish I could change my glam. Once we get to Mordona, we can. Alright, let's go. Let's ride! Let's ride! We're riding! Ow! Stop it! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! No more! What is love? Baby, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me no more. The energy wouldn't listen. Here's the road. The road to Mordona. Hall of the Seven Echoes, you say? Mordona, mapping the realm. Look, I'm a baby. Yay! Alas, I must to do bed. What? Alas, I must to do bed for now. It's EP time. I wish you a good night. Oh, I must go to bed. Okay. Nighty night, Lou. I hope you have sweet dreams. Kiss, kiss. Have a nice night. Oh. Oh wow, it says Revenant's Toll. What is this entrance? I've like never been this way before. Well, yes I have. I remember this bench. I think I sat on that bench once. Wow, Revenant's Toll. Here we are for the very first time. Everyone's gonna watch me get this Aetheryte. They're gonna know I'm a noob. But little do they know, I've actually played through the entire game on one character. Alright, time to change. Why is Cowboy my #1? That doesn't make much sense. Alright. We want warmer clothes. I'm kind of feeling this one. This is like warm enough. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the powers of the cosmos. Perfect. Ready for adventure. Reporting for duty. Salute. Salut. Yeehaw! What was that? Oh, sage noises. You know, just your run-of-the-mill sage noises. We have to go this way. Slaffborn. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? I forgot. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you wish to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Sorry, my eyes. It's my eyes, Nyan. They're not what they used to be. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Well, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Oh, there goes my arm. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glamund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry. Besides, I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Yida and I shall go to reconnoiter. Reconnoiter! She said it again! Or no, that other guy said it. Parlement, or whatever his name was? Parlement? He said it too. So go search or look at Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you are ready, Peachy. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Yida, are there ever times when you're not are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Shola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. That's pretty funny. Oh, this bunny boy is looking at my bunny minion. That's cute. He loves it. He loves my bunny minion. His outfit is crazy, though. Alright, speak with Glaumund. I just want to zoom in on the map. I might need to get a new controller, y'all. There we go. Okay. Up there. Sark Malark. Looking for Glaumund, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help? Heh, something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald. Glaumund would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured scions. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry what want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Whoresons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moorboles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain that your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Oh, my eyes are closing. What if this became a sleep stream instead? What if it was just listen to Final Fantasy XIV ambiance while we sleep? I think we should just sleep, chat. Down there? Okay. Oops. Fell off a cliff. Sleepy time. We might end stream a little early. It depends. We'll see. I don't usually like ending stream early, but I'm very sleepy. It's weird. I don't know why. I slept for like 7 hours. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm gonna get hit. I didn't get hit by it? Scary. Phew. I can go inside. A maddening buzzing fills your ears. Why isn't it working? Oh my god! This controller might be on its last legs, chat. They're too far apart. Drainage pipe again. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. We love Urianger in this house, but this is totally true. I do wonder, why is the Tribuna so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Now we gotta go back. Fog Fens? Oh god. I fell down. I fell down in a ring of fire. In a ring of fire. And it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire. That ring of fire. Not sticky tongue. Ew, this humongo frog. That's not what they're called in this game. The giant toad. Gigantoad. Gigantoad. Megatoad. Gigatoad. Now that's a cute Hrothgar. Look at the pink fur. Look at that cute Hrothgar. Nice. Got a Spriggan minion out. What's their name? Elaine Buchanan's. I had like a history teacher named Buchanan. Gotta talk to the Chocobo Keep. Get rid of the exclamation above head. Alphino? Alphino is here? I had an ex with that name, LOL. Buchanan? That's crazy. Oh. Stretch. He has a last name. Oh. It didn't like that, did it? Alright, Alphino. It is good to see you again, Peachy. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from me. Good work, Peachy. As often as I already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumund is looking into ways to procure a suit of magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Peachy. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Drowning out the voices. Drowning out the voices. I'm tired. It's finally kicking in. The sleep I did not receive. I stayed up so late. Oh jeez. Okay. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation. While Glaumund goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. If it's gonna get technical, don't even try explaining it to me. You already know I'm not gonna understand, Sid. You already know. Somebody woke me up at 3 AM. What? Who? Me? Did I wake you up? How? I was in my room at 3 AM. Or maybe I was eating something. Yeah, I think I was eating in the kitchen. Shut your door then! If you don't want to be woken up. Shut your door, mate. What else can I say? You were having a snack. Yes, I was. Shut your door or like get a curtain. And listen, I don't have an iPad. I'm not an iPad kid. I have like a Samsung small tablet. It's like the A11 or something. It's tiny. I don't have an iPad. I don't like Apple products. They just die on you after a while. I had one iPhone, I think. And I'm never going back. Listening to your iPad. Can't even spell your right. Close your door if you don't want to be woken up. End of story. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized... Oh, so it's like electricity. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. No shit, Sherlock. Couldn't get back to sleep, so I, got up at 5 a.m. Wow. Sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like a you problem. Can't close doors, kitties sleep with me. Get a cat door for your door. Or just unlatch it so it doesn't close all the way. Uh-oh, there's gonna be an enemy. Electromagnetic reader. The nearby air bursts into sparks. Phew. That's one. Nix. There's nixes everywhere. I'm gonna have to fight this one, aren't I? Maybe not? Okay. One up here. There's gonna be an enemy. Oh my god, there's so many. And the Nyx got me! Sticky tongue. I'm gonna die. I think I might die. I can't run away fast enough. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I died. At least we got the Mordona Aetherite. I hope it didn't reset that point. I hope I killed all the fucking plasmoids. Aw, man. This sucks. I cry. I teleport to Mordona. You just have to be more careful this next time. This is the wrong way. Wait, what's that? Why is there more than one main scenario quest? I'm confused. I am confusion. Anyway, let's just do the plasmoid one. Let's kill the Nyx first. Had to scratch my nose. I'm gonna die again! Why is this so hard? Wait, I have health potion. Health potion. Oh, that did not help at all. Oh my god. I hate this. That was so stressful, and for what reason? For what reason? That Nyx is gonna get me. But I need to run around. Ugh! I hate this place! I hate crystals, I hate Remnant's Toll, I hate Mordona, I hate plasmoids! Where is it? Ugh. Now I gotta kill another one of these motherfuckers! Ugh. Stop this nonsense. I don't get it. It should be right here. I'm like right on it. I do not see it. This is as zoomed in as it gets. Is it hiding? Did it glitch out because I died that one time? Is it higher up? Can I get up there? It is higher up. How the hell do you get up there? How do you get up? You have to climb up this wreckage? I do not remember this in the MSQ. Okay. Don't sticky tongue me. Okay. Let's take a little break. Just a short little break. Oh, gee. Ignore the hand. You saw nothing. Let's get some water. Okay. Sid. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Fucking Sid. I'm starting to understand why Fen doesn't like you, Sid. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, PG. Alright, now we talk to Glaumund. No, not you. Whoa. Look at this Hrothgar's undies. It's got like a tail hole. What underwear is that? Hrothgar Sublagar, that explains it. They're Hrothgar specific. Oh! We learned the Imperial Salute from this. That's cool. LOL, I broke my Sims game, so I gotta fix it. No! Pink Hrothgar. Yeah. Like a big pink panther. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Custom Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. We have to go that way. He has the Spriggan mount too. Adorable. not going that way again. I won't jump off the cliff again. I won't. This fucking Nyx. Why do they put a Nyx right there? To be annoying? Annoying as hell. Fuck that Nyx. And fuck this one too. They're in the road! Get out of the road! I want to run them over with my motorcycle. I want to run them all over, make them road... What is it called? Road meat? Roadkill. Road meat. No. Okay, they don't care about me. I should level up soon. They stunned me. How dare they? Two tanks against one DPS doesn't seem very fair. I'm gonna die again. Thank God I leveled up. Yay. Yippee. Alright, destination. Yay. Thanks, Dad. Stretch. Oh, it looks like it's just a toffee. Only Toffee is on the bed. Hello, Toffee. My angel child. You made me yawn. Sorry. Ugh. Back cracking time. Okay. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Let me just practice. Okay, I got it. And now we go back to there, don't we? Stop it! No more sticky tongue! It's like those little sticky grabby hands that you can fling at the ceiling and they'll stick up there. Those silly hands or whatever they're called. No, not Sark Malark. Glaumant. I changed to Blue Mage. I sticky tongue you. No! Not again. Double sticky tongue? Are you kidding me? No. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, 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 best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Oh, damn. It's such a silly spell on Blue Mage. Do you actually, like, grow a tongue? Like a frog tongue? And then, like, barf it out and lick people with it? I think there is a tongue animation, yeah, and it comes from, like, the player's mouth? Ew! What the hell? Blue Mage animations are crazy. So, my friends helped me level, like, power level my Blue Mage, but I haven't done any Blue Mage stuff. Like, I haven't really gotten a whole lot of spells, I don't think, and I haven't done any of the Blue Mage Carnival or whatever. OMG, we should do Blue Mage stuff. Yeah, we can. The next time we're on Final Fantasy XIV. That would be fun. You have learned the emote Imperial Salute. What is this frog? I'm getting PTSD from the frog. I just got back from fighting Nyxes. Oh, now Sark Malark has something for me. It's fun, at least unlocking spells. I haven't done the carnival much. Yeah. Yeah, unlocking spells seems fun. I don't know about the carnival. Carnival seems like it's not up my alley. Dressed for conquest. Sark Malark wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You are called Pichitia, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumund. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate... Sorry, I'm rearranging in my chair. I want the Marlborough mount, though, which requires Carnival. Marlborough? Let me look it up. Can I alt-tab? Are you gonna see all my secrets? There we go. Oh! Morble? Those big green things that have bad breath. Oh yeah, Morble. Marlboro, like the cigarette. Oh my goodness. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team. Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this, chat. I am silly. Yeah, you are, and that's okay. To be fair, they are also called Marlboros, apparently. There's a FFXIV server called that after all. Yeah! Yeah, I think that's true. Where are we going? What am I doing? Okay, we gotta go over there. Somebody once told me the world is gonna own me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb. No! In the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and they hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. She's got it. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back street? No! Why was it not working? Oh my god, my controller! This controller, I swear. Grrr. It is becoming a problem. Alright, mud puppy, you want to throw hands or are you gonna run away? Ah, shit. Great. Aw, he has a move called Heartstopper. Like that BL comic. Got a show on Netflix, actually. I fixed Sims. Yay! Congratulations, Nyan! I hope it works for you now. It should just need to be more careful downloading CC. That's customized content for my dad, who doesn't know what CC stands for. It's like mods for The Sims. My dad should know The Sims. We played it on stream once. Once or twice. We should play Sims again. But I already kind of have games planned out for the weekend. Maybe Monday? Did you do that Warden's Peen? Or Warden's Pain? Got it on lock. What is my arm doing? Hello? That's weird. Test the arm. Okay. I was waving to you, chat. Wave back. I'm kidding. You don't have to wave back. It's fine. We're done. Thank God. We can go back. Leech King. I'm not nearly strong enough to take that guy on. No! Enough! Enough sticky tongue! I am traumatized! I'm traumatized by sticky tongue. See, like, he's just right in the middle of the road. The roads used to be safe. They're not safe anymore. Excuse me. We were able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment. Oh, yippee! Yes. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eginolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Okay. He's up here. Okay. Eginolf. So you're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye. Now let's see what you got for me. I was reading the description. As one does. I see. Yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe your friend Sir Marlark, Sark Malark, a flavor. Chat, I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing my mind. Okay. Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eginolf back. Why are you talking in third person and then use I? Of old Eginolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venturer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two and the great Eginolf will have your gear looking good as new. I like his outfit. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? Thanks. I just keep yawning. Where's the door? That's pretty. It's 12:45 p.m. in Eorzea. What's the weather? Fog. Yeah, I could have told you that. Dang it, not you. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eginolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. I see. Fool me twice, and it looks like Wedge is falling off of something. Level 45 weapon coffer, that's nice. Glaumund has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Oh yeah, they were saying something about that. Sorry, I was scratching my ear. Did that look weird? I bet it looked weird. Designs on their stronghold. Taint. He said taint. I know it means it isn't, but... Taint far from the truth now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. We have to go all the way back with the Castrum. Oh good, it's almost time to end stream. Wow, that was fast. Alright chat, I'll try this one. We'll try to do this quest. At least this step of the quest. Greet the Imperial Centurion with an Imperial salute. Do I have to wear the outfit? I feel like I have to wear the outfit, don't I? Gonna stand right in front of him. Ah yes, it's me. 'Tis I, a normal Imperial scout, just reporting for duty. Wait, how do they do the salute? Like this? Huh! I think it's the other way around. Like this. Maybe. I'm not sure. We're about to find out, though. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Look at this guy like he's petting the Magitech armor. I think he's just inspecting the cannon. The cannon that's in there. Use the Imperial smoke signal at the specified location. Little up the road. No! No fate! No! Absolutely not. I don't think so. Oh my god, if I get sticky-tongued one more time, it's over. It's over for everyone. Oh my god, where is it? Is it up there again? It's fucking up there again. Need to get up. At least it's easier to see in the daytime. Oh, this looks like a duty. Well, maybe I'll go back to Mordona. I'm not about to do a duty. It'll take too long. Yeah, let's just go back to Mordona. Who is giving me a free company invite? Dragon Surge? Okay. We can leave it as is. Exit game? Guess so. Okay. What is it gonna show up? What's gonna... Is it gonna be the Morble stuff? I bet you it's gonna... Yeah. It's the Morble stuff, chat. Anyway, I will wave goodbye here. Didn't really use my hands a lot this stream, since it was with controller and I keep my controller down in my lap. But who's ready to go to the outro, nyan? Nyan, nyan, nyan? Nyan, nyan, nyan? Nyan, nyan? Nyan, nyan? Let's go to the outro now. Let's see here. Jajang. This is where you can find me on the internet, nyan. I have a Ko-fi for any donations that you're too embarrassed to give me through stream. I have a TikTok where you can see my cats, Caramel and Toffee, and some Graha thirst traps that I made. And then that's my art and writing Twitter account where I drew my bun boy. My little bunny boy Vieira, Honey. So go check that out. I posted him on there. I also have a Tumblr that I post all my art on, so... But my Tumblr is just my art. I haven't done any writing on Tumblr yet, so... It's a new account. Here is the stream schedule. Today was Final Fantasy Friday! Yay! I hope you had a fun time. I had a fun time. Next stream will be Surprise Saturday. Every Saturday, 6 to 8 p.m. MST. Unless the MST got screwed up again. I think it did. My apologies. I also realized my Twitch schedule on Twitch was wrong, so I fixed that, I think. I hope. Anyway, next stream will be on Saturday. Tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow, so come see. It's gonna be a surprise. You're not gonna guess what game we're playing, so... Anyway, here's the Mushy Peaches YouTube channel. We recently had Dan and Phil do the famous YouTubers from Britain, from England. Dan and Phil gave us a shout out, so go check out our channel trailer to see that. That would be really cool if you Mushy did a new trailer with Dan and Phil in it. So go check that out. And yeah. Good night. Smile. More bowl. Good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.